Hey guys, what's up? This is Bret. Welcome to this week's Friday on the Turntable. Today is Friday, April 12th, 2013 AD. And as you can tell from the title of this video, I am talking about Bill Fay's Life is People. And if the name Bill Fay does not ring a bell to you, then I'm very happy to be the one to talk to you about him. This album, Life is People, which came out just last August 2012, is really a phenomenal album. And out of all the videos that I've posted on Friday on the Turntable, if you had to go out and buy one of those, I would highly recommend this being the one to get, because for one reason, I just think that this album I think makes the world kind of a better place. And I know that sounds a bit ridiculous, but for me, music is such a huge part of life and existence and everything attached to so many memories. And I think this album, what it says, the mood, the lyrics, everything about it makes the world a better place. And so let me show you the album. First off, I want to just tell you really quickly, Bill Fay, British singer-songwriter who put out two albums, 1970, 1971. He was on the Durham label, and then he was dropped back in 71 after his second album, after his records didn't really sell very much. And he had the way I discovered Bill Fay was through this really chance meeting of this Current 93 single that I picked up in this random 7-inch bin at a used bookstore. And Current 93 I'm really a fan of, and I saw that as I was flipping through, you know, the usual sleeveless jukebox 7-inch records, this little smiley face, which is kind of iconic for Current 93, was staring at me. And I picked it out and immediately bought it. I'll show you it really quickly here on this cool blue vinyl. Now, what it has to do with Bill Fay is that David Tibet, the leader of Current 93, did a cover of Bill Fay's title track to his second album, Time of the Last Persecution, and that is on here. And this little 7-inch is a really special limited edition that was only available at, I think it was there were only 500 copies of these made, and they were only available at a show in Toronto, Canada. So really bizarre. So that's where I first heard of Bill Fay, is on this 7-inch single. And I'm gonna set this back here. So coincidentally, David Tibet also was champion Bill Fay for a long time. And in 2005, since 1971, there wasn't any output really of new material from Bill Fay. So David Tibet on his Dirtro label released kind of a collection of songs that Bill Fay had recorded in the late 70s, and that was called Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow. But Bill Fay's true third album is the one we're talking about today, which was recorded specifically for release as an album, and this is Life is People. Just a beautiful cover. It's on the Dead Oceans label, who recently has been releasing the Place to Bury Strangers albums. Double LP set here. The gatefold has a great picture of him playing piano, and then it has a really interesting essay written by him talking about kind of the album's inception, which kind of has an interesting story behind it, because the album came to fruition because of the producer, Joshua Henry, grew up listening to Bill Fay's music because his dad would play the first two albums in the house. So he grew up hearing these albums, and then you know, he contacted Bill Fay to see if that he would want to do an album with him, and it came to be. And they were able to assemble a couple of the guys, Ray Russell and Alan Rushton, who actually played on Time of the Last Persecution back in '71, got them to play also on the album on some of the tracks, as well as some people from Noel Gallagher's band Goldfrapp and some other musicians from those bands. heavily features piano, which is Bill Fay's instrument. You can tell right from the cover. String quartet, choir, cello, organ. It's just a really lush, beautifully put together album. What was I gonna say? The album is a 10, and if I had to really pick out favorite tracks, which is pretty difficult since the album I think is pretty much perfect from beginning to end, my absolute favorite track is Cosmic Concerto, Life is People. And just the title of the album, Life is People, when you think about that, and all the mundane things we kind of deal with on a daily basis, I think life is really based on our, on our interactions with our family and our friends, and just, it's a heavy statement, and it has a lot of meaning attached to it, and I'm sure you can kind of come up with your own through that. Some other great tracks on this one: the opening song, There Is a Valley, excellent. The Never Ending Happening, Be at Peace with Yourself, which I want to talk about a lyric from that. Thank You, Lord. And interestingly enough, there's a cover of a Wilco song, Jesus, etc., from the I think that was on Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. And Jeff Tweedy from Wilco actually appears on this album on backing vocals on the track This World. But Bill Fay really takes Jesus, etc., to a whole new level. Just really a phenomenal version on that one. And I'll show you the sleeves on this one so you guys can get an idea of what this packaging looks like. It has photos from the session, and then the lyrics on there, and there is the Dead Oceans label on there, and then there's the other with some more photographs. But on Be at Peace with Yourself, I thought the lyric opening line to this was very poignant. I'll just read a little bit of it here. At the end of the day, ain't nobody else gonna walk in your shoes quite the way you do, so be at peace with yourself. I don't know, I thought that was a pretty heavy statement, and this album is just filled with really intensely simple lyrical points that, when you hear the concepts and what he's saying, there's just so much, I think, wisdom in the lyrics, and it's only enhanced by the music and the mood and the melody and in the sincerity that the music and the lyrics are presented with, which just hits you kind of right in the heart. And it's just a phenomenal record. So I think that's all I can say about it right now. It was my favorite album of 2012. For those of you guys that have been following my videos, this was the #1 album for me for 2012. Like I said, it's a 2 LP set. I'm gonna post a link down in the description box for where you can purchase the album on whatever format you guys choose: vinyl, CD, MP3. The link will definitely be down there. So I think I'll close with that. Bill Fay's Life is People. Highly recommended, guys. Highly recommended. Thanks for watching.